Hello, Damilola.
Hi, hero.
Welcome to your session.
Thank you.
So tell me, how do you feel? Genuinely, not the interview, how do you feel? You're out of the Big Brother house, it's 1 week. Some people might even say that the level of mileage that, you would expect, isn't there. Obviously, because this is like one of the shortest stay. You were alongside your partner evicted in 1 week, So all of those emotions, just how do you feel?
It's been a lot, struggling with different emotions, different situations like happening in my head, sincerely. It's just been a bit difficult to even think to start with. And I've not gotten out of my head.
Okay.
It's just a lot.
I know. So what worries you the most? What would you say worries you the most at this stage of your life and new career? What worries you the most?
My career, I would say, it's going to get better from here, I hope. Given that I'm going to try as much as possible to push out there, I resigned before I went into the Big Brother house. So, it's part of what's not making me fine, obviously. But at the same time, I'm really grateful for the platform, regardless. Aside that, I'm new to this whole, a celebrity, I can't even buy corn by the roadside anymore. And the circumstances of coming out, I think it worries me a lot with my friendship with Toyosi.
Yeah.
Sincerely, it's like the major thing I've been thinking about a lot. As much as I know would probably, sort things out and get over it, it just worries me a lot that, I don't know, it's not going to be the way it used to be.
And why is that?
Because of the circumstances surrounding the whole situation that happened in the house and, coming out of the house.
Have you guys made any efforts in improving your friendship?
We are working towards it. It's not like it's ruined, but if we don't act fast on it, I don't know.
So if Toyosi wasn't listening to you, what would you tell her?
I love you, and I really don't want to lose our friendship for whatever reason.
Okay. So what would you say has been the biggest misconception since you got out of the house and you're on social media? What has been the biggest misconception?
The rude part? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of she's rude, she's this, she's that. The whole thing that happened wasn't out of a rude intention. It was just like a spur of the moment, and people, brought out a narrative from that. And I think I was misunderstood. And as a very responsible person, the next day this stuff happened, I apologized about it. And, and that was really, really sincere. And that was just me, apologizing and sincerely saying, I'm sorry about this. It didn't come off rude. And I'm really just a very soft girl.
Okay, so let's talk about the soft girl. If you wouldn't mind, I know that your eyes might be tired, but
Okay.
so we need to connect to the audience. Yeah.
Okay.
Just you and I. So yes, let's talk about your life, your family dynamics. Where are you from? Tell me a little bit about your childhood.
I grew up in Ikorodu. I grew up in Ikorodu, born in Alimosho. I think those are like the two most populated places in Lagos, if I'm not wrong. I come from a family of 4. My mom is late. I lost my mom when I was, I think, 3, 4. So it's been like just me being alone my whole life. Before, of course, my dad remarried, and I have a beautiful younger brother. But it's just me from my mom, and it's just been struggles growing up.
Okay. No, it's fine. Just
you know, it's just been a lot of, you have to be brave, you have to be strong, you have to be independent. You know, my dad says something that I'll say it in Yoruba, then probably translate if that's fine.
yeah.
He says, "Ẹni tí ò níyà kò ń dégbò ẹ̀yìn." You that you don't have a mother, you can't injure yourself at the back. Because how do you want to get there? You understand me? And that thing has always like kept me going, but it's made me very strong and too independent, I would say. Sometimes I feel like I can't just do it. Maybe not like alone, but because it's what I've been like used to growing up, and sometimes it affects the way I relate with people and the way I let people into my life.
Yeah.
I'm a one woman. How do I put it? I'm a one woman man. Same as when it comes to friendship as well. I don't know how to be with like 2 people at the same time, because when I trust you, I hardly get to like trust someone. So when I trust you, like I trust you like wholeheartedly. Like I can literally live my life for you.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So it has really affected my life growing up, because, you know, losing a parent at a very young age, and I mean, you had to like grow up alone, and I mean, my dad has to go to work, he has to like, you know, hustle and everything for us to, you know, be good.
How would you say that has sort of affected your relationship with maybe the opposite sex as well, like your love life?
Again, I'm just one person. So I don't think it has affected it, or, you know, I don't think it has affected it in a negative way. I'm a very loyal person, but then, you know, when they break my heart like this, I'll just be crying because there's no other person to like run to. Do you understand? So I don't know if it's a bad thing or it's a good thing.
Has any of your partners complained about you being less affectionate?
No. Funny enough, I'm very, very affectionate. Again, I'm very soft at heart. I might just have this brave, strong looking, firm, bold, but in here is a different Dami.
Okay. No, you did mention the people you've been with, you know, have always said that you were super affectionate, and I mean, how would you describe your love life now, to be honest?
I'm single right now.
Were you single before the house?
I broke it off before the house.
Why?
There's some issues that I don't think I want
like
to
to
put
share?
out there. Yeah.
Understandably so. But also, does it have anything to do with a premise I'm about to paint? Perhaps he didn't want you to go to the show? Was that part of it?
No, it was really supportive, sincerely, till now. It was really supportive. It didn't like have a problem with it. It was just like a different situation entirely.
So your ex is still in your life?
As a friend, yes.
As a friend? Okay. Would you consider working things out with him?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Was there a reason why you had to do it before you got into the house?
Because I felt like it was going to be a lot of mixed feelings if I had not done it before the house, you know, and I just felt like it was best I broke it off before going into the house.
So you wanted to be single in the house?
Yes. I
Does
wanted
it
to be single in the house, so I didn't have to like think about a lot of things going on.
And you would fully be in the experience?
Well, not really. Like that was not like my thought. You know, as much as I wanted to be in the experience, but being single was not because of going into the Big Brother house.
Okay.
All right, it was a different reason entirely.
So in the short stay that you had, would you say you made any sort of connection with anyone else apart from obviously your partner?
On a friendship level, yes.
No, on an intimate level?
No, not yet. I mean, we just had like 1 week.
Was there somebody that was a bit perspective? Because I mean, I think when people are together, you always look at somebody and like, okay, he's good, he doesn't look bad, you know. Perhaps if anything were to happen, I'll choose this dude.
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
There was somebody. Hero, please.
Yeah, we're trying to get to know you better.
Yeah, there was somebody in the house, but it was just a mutual friendship likeness. Nothing outside that.
Oh, okay. The somebody doesn't have a name.
Somebody doesn't have it.
Okay, that's fine. All right, Dami, is there another thing you'd like to talk about, really? Is there anything you'd like to let off your chest?
Trying to think. I mean, the major thing I wanted to let off my chest was what I said in the beginning of this interview.
Yeah.
And I think that's like major thing that's like been bottling up. And I just need more expression. That's it. All silent treatment has been messing with my head a lot.
Silent treatment on whose part?
On Toyosi's part.
She hasn't been talking to you?
Not as much. So, but I want to believe like would work things out.
Would you say you're particularly happy about like the new strategy of eviction?
Definitely not. I mean, 1 week into the house, you had to like, so it's like you had to pause your life.
I know.
Before getting into the house, and in 1 week you're out.
I know.
It really didn't like sit well in my head. Like, wow.
I know. And again, 1 week is more than enough. And I always say this, screen time is important, but the platform in itself, and this is with experience, I've seen a lot of people, and I can even give you names. I don't know if you know Kim.
Yeah.
Kim literally spent, I think, about 2 weeks in the house.
Yeah.
I'm sure, obviously it's not 1 week, but that was like the duration before eviction.
Yeah.
And she has gone on to have a very successful career. A lot of people don't even remember Ebuka as much during his season until he eventually became the host, and then they started doing their research.
Sure.
I think what you want from Big Brother, you have gotten, but you don't just realize it. But the community in itself, the Big Brother community, is so strong and it's so sufficient.
Correct.
And all you just need to do is just show them the work, you know. At the end of the day, you know, hard work beats talent or screen time or whatever it is.
You're correct.
All right.
I mean, that's what I plan on doing. As you know, I'm a nightlife enthusiast. I mean, before the house, I'm a nightlife promoter, so planning to go big on that. And, you know, also my cooking. I'm a professional chef as well, so I intend to like go back to school, improve on my culinary skills, you know, come out and, you know, be big. Be big. Then, I mean, I'm looking forward to hosting because I'm a presenter.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very articulate.
Thank you very much. So these are like the major things I plan on, utilizing and, using the platform to grow.
Okay, and I truly wish you all the best. And then hopefully when you're interviewing someone and you're trying to get a name, they wouldn't say someone. Yes, I'm being petty.
You want to know, but
That's fine. I understand. Thank you so much,
thank you very much
Damilola.
for having me.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Toyosi.
Hello, Hero.
Welcome to your session.
Thank you.
Okay. So usually I start off by asking, how are you feeling? But I'm going to start off by directly asking you, why are you giving Damilola the silent treatment?
I swear to God, I'm not giving Damilola the silent treatment. I'm just processing my own feelings. And when I process my feelings, I do not talk. I like to process it alone. That is who I am. That's what I'm used to. I do not talk when I process my feelings. I just want to just think about it and then look for a way forward.
Okay, we're going to get back to that shortly. But other than the way things turned out,
Yeah.
what worries you the most?
This is new territory for me. It worries me a lot. I do not know how to navigate anything from here. So it's a very, very scary territory for me. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and it has been a very, very scary past week, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
About?
Everything. The entire experiment.
No, I do not actually. I enjoyed the whole process of the audition. I loved that we got into the house. So I do not have any regrets.
What has been the biggest misconception you've had since you got out of the house? I'm sure you've had your phone. You've gone online.
Yeah.
What's the meanest thing you think someone has ever said about you?
Okay. Apart from, I was body shamed in the house when I was in the house. I think that was something that my body is something I can't control. I can't create myself. So this is when I came out and I saw that I was body shamed. I'm like, really? I wasn't expecting it because it is my body. It is how God created me. It is how I am. I can't change it. I cannot hide it no matter how I try. So to just come out and see that people are like really, 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 really using my body to get to me, it was crazy. Somebody still commented on my post yesterday, insulting me. And I just laughed, like, really, like, it's not necessary, but okay.
Would you consider yourself mentally tough?
Yes, I would. Not so tough, but I'm not mentally weak, so.
Okay. Well, again, this life, especially the reality TV industry, is one that's, you can't really stop people from talking. So
yeah, I know.
The only way to navigate it is to get tougher mentally.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that you find ways to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? Tell me a little bit about your family dynamics. Like, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Doublekay. I come from a family of 5. I'm the middle child, 2 girls, 1 boy. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all?
What else do you want to know?
Yeah, what was it like growing up?
Okay, the way I'll come like this is the fact is I grew up a very, very angry child. And it took me like 2 years to like work on not being angry anymore because I've had to deal with a lot of things growing up. from family, friends, and everything. I've just had to deal with a lot of things. I don't know. And I grew up like till like the end of my teenage years. I was very angry about a lot of things. I was mad about a lot of things.
Why would you say? Why? Why would you say you were angry?
I have had to deal with my own share of failure as a child. I've had to deal with my own share of a lot of family stuff that I really can't say. I've had to deal with it. So it made me angry. And I was dwelling on that anger for a long time. So because of that, I didn't allow people in. And then it got to a stage I'm like, I'm tired of actually being angry. So I started working on what I want to get to me and how I react to things. So I worked on it for so long, and now I'm just calm because I'm like, I'm not going to allow certain things to affect me or affect my mood anymore. So it took a lot of work, personal work, for me to get to that stage, and actually prayers, because it got to a time my only prayer point was, God, I didn't want to be angry anymore.
Would you say that's the reason why you tend to close off?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you tend to keep quiet and silent?
When I'm angry, yes.
Would you say you're still angry at Damilola?
I am not angry at Dami. I'm just mad at the way she handled things in the house. I'm not mad at her. Like, I just feel like she could have done things differently. Because in as much as I wasn't really like shown on TV, I was connecting with these people.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm connecting with them, and you are fighting with them. It's not a good dynamic.
Okay. Let's go back to you. What would you say the future holds for you, or what would you expect the future to hold for you? What do you want for yourself?
I want...
And take this very seriously. We're speaking to the universe. It's not just an interview. It's not just a session.
I want... Generally speaking, I want life to be easy. I don't want to have a tough life. I do not want to have to struggle and then just regret my actions. I do not want to live in regrets. So that is really what I want.
Okay. And in terms of your career?
Career, yeah. I want to, I love the arts of like filmmaking. So I've always been thinking about going to film school. So that is something I would really want to venture into in the future. And I'm in the beauty industry already, so I want to expand in that aspect of my career. I want to expand, like go for more trainings, and then just explore everything I have to explore when it comes to the beauty world, and then just be big at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best with your future endeavors.
Thank you.
And I need you to believe that all of the things you've visualized will come to pass. You just need to really work at it.
Yeah.
No distractions, laser focus.
Yeah.
And yes, Toyosi, you are very beautiful.
Thank you.
And your body is an asset. It's not a liability or whatever people might want to interpret it as.
Thank you.
All right. Hello, Dami.
Hi, Hero.
Hello, Toyosi.
Hello, Hero.
Welcome to your session. Yeah. Okay, so I've heard from both of you, and Toyosi has said that she's not angry with you. She's just closed off, and she doesn't like she didn't like the way you handle things. And How would you react to that?
I respect the fact that she's closed off, or she's trying to like process it. It's affecting me, right? Because I feel like if we don't talk about this as soon as possible, there's going to be some sort of distance, and it's not good for our friendship. Yes, take your time, but don't take too much time. And while she's taking her time, I don't think it should be the straight face, not smiley. I mean, just, yeah, you're taking your time, but give me some sort of affection as well. Because the time you're taking and you having it all over your face, and it's also affecting me. I mean, blaming myself is enough, right? And you taking your time is fine, but I mean, show some like affection towards me, so I know that, okay, you're actually working on processing your feelings. I don't know if you understand me.
So you are, because you just said that you're blaming yourself. Why would you blame yourself? Why do you think you deserve to be blamed?
She said that she felt like I could have handled things better in the house. I mean, that's some sort of me thinking back and saying, oh, yes, I should have. I mean, if I had handled things better, maybe I would not be out here by now. All right, so it boils down to the fact that I'm the cause of it.
Are you accepting the fact that you're the cause of it? Is it a fact? Do you think it's the truth? Because again,
I think it's the truth. Actually.
Nobody envisaged how the dynamics would. Nobody envisaged what Biggie's move would be. Nobody envisaged what your relationships with other housemates, how it will come into play.
Yeah. I mean, again, Biggie's thing, evicting in the first week is, Biggie's thing. But again, what happened in the house is what made like most housemates, it was easy for them to like conspire and take us out of the house. Do you understand? So, I mean, look at it. Wouldn't you blame yourself if you're in my shoes? Think about it.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Toyosi, do you think she should really be blamed, owing to the fact that Big Brother runs on content? And I'm not saying you were not being your authentic self, but also nobody knew what was happening out of the house. If it wasn't in the hands of, if the housemates didn't have some sort of role to play, perhaps you people would still be in the house and you'll still be building some sort of fan base.
Yeah.
So what I have to say is, I think since we got into the house, Dami has just done things for herself. When the whole thing started, she didn't consider how I would feel about anything. With the whole like sofa thing, it was her feelings. She thinks. We came out of the house, she took the blame. I told her not to take the blame, she took the blame for it. I told her I'm not even mad at you, but she kept on saying she took the blame for it. And when I told her, oh, I'm not mad at you, she's like, oh, I want you to say something. You want me to say something. So it has always been about you wanting me to do something. You think I like somebody. You don't want to pursue your relationship with somebody because of me. The whole time, I don't think Dami has thought about how I have felt, like how I really feel. It has just been about our feelings, which to me is selfish. And now you're telling me you want me to give you some sort of, like you still want me to do all these things. But sometimes just like give me a break, let me just actually tell you this is how I feel, or let me react the way I want to react, not how you expect me to react. When we go out of the house too, and I was like really calm, really chilled, she said, oh, she wanted me to have a reaction. There was nothing on my mind as at that point. You wanted me to have you wanted me to express myself or do something. You wanted me to. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't even mad at you, but you wanted me to. And now that I've processed my feelings, now you want me to give you
a sign.
A sign. Like, I don't know. You want me to do a lot of things. Well, how about, she has not asked me, what do you want to do since we go out of the house?
Would you like to ask her that?
It has just been about, oh, I think I want you to do this. I want you to do that. I want you to do this. And I feel like with the whole thing, she's putting me in a bad light, making it feel like I'm blaming her. And I've told her like 1,001 times, I'm not blaming you for anything.
So, again, I think Dami was very generous enough to let us know that even, I'm sure you know her better than we do, and how she grew up and how that has affected her friendships and how she's just one person and how that can be very overbearing on you because you're just her friend and she doesn't have a lot of friends. And when that one person that she takes, when that one person that provides companionship is no longer available, there is no backup for her. There is no other person that she can sort of talk to. So it could be a bit, I mean, I think she's beating up herself for that. You know, is there a particular reason? And I understand that you've said that you're just taking time to process things, but is there a reason why it's taking a bit long?
I don't think.
And I'm not saying this there should be a timeline to how you process things, but how soon do you think you can sort of get back to how you were with her?
To me, it's not taking long because it just kicked in yesterday, and yesterday was Wednesday. That was when it kicked in. On Monday, I was talking to her. I was the one like telling her, no, don't beat yourself up about it. I'm not mad at you. On Tuesday, the same time, like, don't worry, everything's going to be good. But it has to kick in one day. And that was why I said when it kicks in, I want to process my feelings alone. And people misunderstood it and thought that I said I wanted to move out. This is the reason why I said I want to process my feelings alone, so that it's not going to look like I'm transferring aggression towards her. That was the reason why I said I wanted to process my feelings alone. Because if I'm judging from what happened in the house, I would say, like, she could have done better with, like, our communication with people.
Okay. We're trying to move forward, right? Dami, Toyosi feels that you're a bit selfish. It's always about you. It's always about your feelings. How would you react to that? Do you think it's true, or do you think it's something that happens subconsciously and you have almost no control over it?
I would say, again, because I literally don't. I mean, okay, if it sounds selfish or if it seems as though it comes off like selfish, it's just because I don't have any other person that I can turn to, really, and I just feel like it's like taking too long. Yeah, she feels like it's just a day or it's just 2 days, whatever. But even that one day, we've got like 24 hours in it. And I feel like it's like taking a long time, regardless. But then if she says I come off as selfish, okay, if that's it. But what do you want?
Just give me time that way. Like, don't. At this point, I do not want you to. There's a lot of pressure going around, and I do not want you to. You know me better than this, so I don't know why you are doing this, because you know I would eventually snap out of it.
What am I doing exactly?
Like trying to make it look like I'm like shutting you out. I'm not.
But that's what you're
I
doing.
am not shutting you out, Dami. I'm just
Okay.
taking my time.
Okay, take all the time you want.
Okay. Toyosi,
Yes.
what would you say? What are the things you say you like about Dami? 3 cents.
Hmm?
What are the 3 things you say you like about Dami?
Dami has a good heart. She does. She's very caring. And she actually, like, she looks out for me a lot. So,
Dami, what would you say you like about Toyosi? 3 things you like about her the most.
She's always like, for the 3 to 4 years that we've been best friends, but we've been friends for like 7 years. But the 3 to 4 years that we've been actually best friends, she's been like my support system. And my kind of job, there are a lot of times where I'm down and, she's just there to say, everything's like going to be fine. And she's just, I see her as the sister I never had. Like someone that I can just like look up to and say, hey, this is how I feel. And I think she
Yeah. I know. Okay, would you say that there has been a build-up of certain issues before whatever happened in the house happened?
Yes, I would say that we had like a conversation before the house, like I think a day, 2 days before then.
on Sunday morning.
Okay, that's like the morning of the launch, and we didn't like really get to like finish the conversation because we had a lot of people coming in and going out. So I want to believe that we both, went into the house with that burden of conversation that we had not.
So there were unresolved issues.
Yeah.
And would you say that there was really no time for both of you to clearly just sort of trash it out, also owing to the fact that there was a lot of activities happening at the same time?
Yes.
Toyosi, do you think that might have sort of contributed to the climax being how both of you got evicted? Do you think those underlying issues might have climaxed, and perhaps that is what is affecting the duration of compromise and the duration of coming back together?
I guess so, because we were before the house, like just before we walked on stage, we were having like a conversation, and then as at that point in my head, what was going on in my head was, okay, I want to be a better person for this person because of the conversation we were having, and that was what was going on in my head, just like being a better person for you. That was it. So even when we got to the house, I was actually putting in the efforts to like not do the things that she complained that I was doing. So, and then when we got to the house, it was just like I saw a different side of her entirely that I didn't know. And I think there was a time I told her, this side of you I'm saying, I do not like it. So I told her in the house that I do not like it. So.
Do you think maybe she was playing for the cameras?
No, I don't think she was playing for the cameras.
Dami, that side of you that she has never seen, was it part of just sort of creating entertainment value or talkability for both of you?
I want to believe, or I want to assume the side of me she was saying was that I was not there for her, and being there for her, in the sense that as much as we've been together for like the whole life, then we've been together for like 2 weeks before the house and everything. I was just trying to like, I'm really difficult to like connect with people. So we had a conversation one day and I'm like, you know what, I don't like the fact that for these 2 days we've been dull in the house, that we need to like cheer up more. And that was the conversation I just held on to. And you know what, let me just, even me, myself, I need to like cheer up more.
Yeah.
So I think cheering up more at the point then was, maybe I was doing too much and I wasn't thinking of how she was, you know, feeling or
So you
faring.
felt left out.
So she felt left out.
Did you
I
feel
want to
left out,
believe so.
Toyosi?
No, I didn't feel left out. I just felt like at that point, she was, how do I put this? At that point, she was like, oh, everywhere. And we might just be together, and the next thing I'm hearing is, oh, Tofa, come and sit down. So there was really no time to actually just talk us both. Because I actually wanted to have conversations, but we might just start talking, and the next thing I'm hearing is, oh, Tofa, come and sit down. Tofa, come and sit down. And I'll just leave because it's like, I'm trying to talk to you. And then, like, your head is like, Tofa, come and sit down because you want to talk to Tofa.
Okay. So you feel like you were not prioritized?
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like also trying to reach out to other people and other housemates?
No, I actually did connect with other housemates. I did. I had like conversations with other housemates. I was starting to make like meaningful friendship with them.
Was it when you felt like she wasn't prioritizing you?
No, I just left her to do her thing because in as much as we came in as a team, we had to like also connect. So that was what I expected her to do, and I was doing the same thing.
So how would you feel if she felt like you weren't prioritizing her simply because you were doing that?
I think I wouldn't feel good, but I think I'm conscious to like try to, because I might just be talking to somebody, I'm like, oh, Dami, I'm immediately on like my loudest voice, I'm shouting, Dami, where are you? So I'll just have like an idea of where you are and then come and meet you because you are top priority to me, and I did it a lot in the house.
So before this, what would you say has been your biggest fight with her?
The biggest fight happened like the beginning of the year, and then we didn't speak for like, was it 5 days? But it was, I think it was about the way she spoke to me, and I didn't like it. So we had like this whole back and forth, and it was like a big argument. And then.
So the maximum has been 5 days silence.
Well, not up to 5 days, but yeah.
Okay. So. Dami, how long has this silent treatment been for?
Since we got out of the house.
Which is technically 3 days. No, let's say 4 days. This is the 4th day.
Me, I won't say since we got out of the house, because when we got out of the house the day after and the second day, she was the one who was by herself. And I was the one saying, don't blame yourself, just cheer up. So she was the one who was by herself in her feelings and everything. And I understood, and I left her. I let her feel her feelings. So maybe she's done feeling it now, and then she wants me to rapidly wrap up my own.
Okay, so you now want to be in your own feelings?
Yes.
How long do you think that will take?
It won't take long. I just don't need to feel guilty about being in my feelings.
Okay, so can we have a resolution? If it's possible, would you, and I know it's hard, it's emotions, but is it possible to give a timeline to this? So
no, I think she should just have a space. I think that's better.
I do not want to. It might just be like, oh, today. She knows that if I'm feeling better, I'll call her that. Let's talk. I planned on like calling like yesterday that when you have the time, let's talk. I didn't know that she would bring this up here.
I mean, I never knew I was gonna bring it up here either, so I mean, have your space as much as you want for real right now. I'm just gonna leave you. Do you think?
This is what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Don't make me feel bad for, like, I didn't make you feel bad when you were feeling like Monday, Tuesday. I didn't make you feel bad.
How am I making you feel bad?
The way you're talking, Dami, the way you're talking.
How am I supposed to talk?
Not be that way.
How should I be?
Don't just talk that way.
How do you want me to talk then?
In a more understanding way. You're not being understanding.
I do understand, and that's why I said you should have your space.
You are not talking in an understanding way. I wouldn't talk to you like that. No.
So how do you want me to talk to you?
Just think about it and do the right thing. Don't just be that way.
That's what I'm saying. Have your space. If that's what you want, really. You already said I've been selfish, so I'm trying to understand it. And I'm saying if that's what you want, take your time and have your time. I'm not making you feel guilty about wanting to have your space. Okay. I'm saying do your thing.
All right. Dami, Toyosi. Just one final question. God forbid, but if for some reason, right? Toyosi has some sort of breakdown. How would you feel? Like serious breakdown. I don't want to particularly narrow it down to health or anything, but like, how would you feel if she has a breakdown?
I mean, it's going to add to whatever it is I feel or how I feel about this whole thing, but I'm going to be there for her regardless.
Toyosi, same question.
I think I'll just put everything aside and just, because I wouldn't want you to have a breakdown. So I'll just like rushing on out. That's the thing. I'm not going to be in my feelings and just make it about me at that point. It is you who has a breakdown, so I have to show up for you and forget every other thing.
Okay. Well, to both of you, emotions are very valid. Both of your emotions are very valid, and it's part of the human nature. I don't think there should be timelines or specifics to what we feel and how we feel. But also the world itself runs on a timeline. That's why we have 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year. And for every single day we wake up, we count ourselves lucky to be alive, which simply means that the gift of waking up is a miracle and that tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Now, I can understand that there has been a buildup of emotions and there are certain expectations that you individually and collectively had that seems not to have been met. However, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And the beauty of life sometimes does not depend on how happy we individually are, but how happy the other person and how happy others are because of us. I might not have the opportunity to speak to both of you again. Take your time to work out what's going on. But again, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And if you have that at the back of your mind, I think what I would suggest is let's try and accelerate the process of reconciliation so we can have a better focus as to what is really ahead, so that this does not necessarily distract you from what you're supposed to achieve in the nearest future.
Yeah.
There are tons of ex-Big Brother housemates from previous seasons. There's still about probably 13 or 15 pairs left in the house. Or 15, I don't know. 13 pairs left in the house. It means that they're also going to come in and it's the same market. Now, it's not to create a sense of competition. It's only to say that there's really no time.
Yeah.
The advantage of getting evicted first is the fact that you are in the outside world, so you can strategize better and build your brand as fast as you can. And you might be wondering, oh, yeah, you're expecting 1 million followers on Instagram. The no followers does not necessarily matter so much. What matters is you have press coverage, you've had screen time, you're affiliated to like the biggest television brand ever. I didn't go to Big Brother, but I can tell you that when it comes to leveraging on MultiChoice as a platform, MultiChoice has been really good to me. And I've had to work my way, and I'm still working my way up. Not to talk of the both of you that have been on the biggest platform ever. Again, there are several examples of people that just spent a few time in the house and they became big brands. In summary, if possible, this is a distraction. Accelerate the process of reconciliation so you can both concentrate on building your individual and collective brands.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your session is over.